Yo, what up? It's your boy Zack here with episode 1 of the See-Thru review, the show where it's transparently apparent. For my first review, I will be doing Lasik eye surgery. Hello. So, I've been wearing glasses since about 3rd grade. Pretty annoying. Didn't really like them. Got a little older around, started high school, had contacts. Contacts were great, but still caused me a lot of problems, a lot of irritation. I have very sensitive eyes. So that was what it was. Years later, I always thought about Lasik, but then never really knew how much it costed. It's probably going to be a lot of money, but I was able to swing it at the time. So basically for this review, I want to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to break it down 3 parts: before, during, and after my Lasik surgery. So just a disclaimer, just to disclaim any murs. This is just a dumbass review. If you really take any of this seriously, or you end up blind because of this video, that is not my fault. That is on you. So getting to it, I'm gonna just share my experience, just what I went through. Before Lasik, you go in for the consultation. I go in for the consultation. Very clean office, very nice people, super positive energy in the room. Wasn't very crowded. I go in to this room. They kind of do this thing it's like a normal eye doctor. You kind of rest your chin on the shit, and then they shoot you with this sci-fi looking laser. If you've seen Star Wars and when they go through hyperspace, it kind of feels like you're going through hyperspace. They shoot you in the eye with this shit. Essentially what they tell you is, are you eligible or are you non-eligible? And luckily I was eligible. The reason they tell me I had thick retinas, so my retinas was hella thick, and they were like, yeah, you're good. And the reason you want thick retinas is because they're literally gonna shoot a laser into your eyeball. They used to use actual razor blades, like a knife. Now they use lasers. I don't know how that happened. Do your own research. So basically they tell me, yo, you good? You want to do this? I'm like, yes, I want to do this. And it's how you'd be at the store and you're waiting in line and you say, oh, let me grab a pack of gum. Let me just throw a pack of gum in my cart. This was an impulse buy to the highest standard that I've ever impulse bought anything. So this is a very quick decision, but all in all, it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. That was basically the before. It's pretty simple. You just go in, they tell you can or you cannot. If you're one of the people who doesn't have hella thick retinas and they're you're not eligible, maybe just eat a bunch of carrots or try to hydrate yourself a little more. And then over time you can go back and they'll be oh, your retinas are hella thick now. We can shoot a laser into them without fucking you up. Cool. So, boom, went bop. Day to Lasik surgery. This has nothing to do with Lasik itself, but I am by far the freshest individual in this Lasik office. I got a fly outfit on, some really nice jeans, a nice shirt, nice pair of shoes. I wanted to be on point with my appearance so the doctor would be on point with his performance. Now, I don't know if he's actually a doctor, but you're a doctor at that point. I think if you're performing Lasik eye surgery on people, right? So I walk into the office fresh as hell. They're all like, yo, you ready? You ready? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm ready. Let's get it on. Let's go. Blah, blah, blah. It's a little bit of a wait, probably about 20, 30 minutes. Just sitting there chilling. I was watching, I think they had Home Garden TV on. So, I'm watching this married couple renovate houses and shit. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's actually kind of an entertaining show. I'm surprised how much I liked it. And then they call me into this waiting room. So you go into a waiting room outside of the actual surgery room, and so you can kind of watch other people get their surgery done. It kind of felt like some alien shit. I felt like they were gonna probe me and stick a gag in my mouth and shit. But that's just Hollywood. That's just some movies. So anyways, for some reason, I just get the feeling when I met the Lasik surgeon that he would probably rather be doing some other type of work, but some other type of work probably doesn't pay as well as LASIK eye surgery, you know, would have liked for a little more enthusiasm out of my surgeon. You know, like I've had knee problems before where I messed my knee up. I had to get surgery. And before I went into surgery, the doctor came up, shook my hand, chopped it up with me, had a good convo, just talking about like, oh, random whatever. He's like, yeah, so here, bada boom, bing, bop. This is what your surgery is. You know, have a good time with the knockout gas. I could tell that doctor was like, this is the man. Like, I see why you get paid a lot of money to do what you do. But the LASIK surgeon, I tried to talk to him, and he was kind of like, all right, cool. And I'm like, all right, it's a little, would have liked a more social LASIK surgeon, but it is what it is. So, waiting in the waiting room, they say, all right, it's your turn, come on in. Now, here's the other thing that happened that I wish they would have warned me about. So, I had a stuffy nose going into my LASIK. Nothing out of the ordinary. Like, it was in January, so, you know, cold out, nose a little stuffy. It happens. So, during the LASIK surgery, what they do is they put a suction cup over your eye to like hold it still while they shoot you with a laser. It's reasonable, right? But when they put the suction cup on my eye, all of my sinus pressure that was in my nose just decided to go straight out of my eyes. And it was definitely like top 3 most painful experience I've ever felt. And they definitely knew what was happening. They're like, oh shit, he's having the nasal thing. Let's get him out of here quick. So yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy that they didn't just say, hey, if you have a stuffy nose, get some nasal spray. Like, just and you'll be good and you won't feel the most painful thing you've ever felt since you fractured your kneecap. Just a thought, LASIK people. Get some nasal spray if you have a stuffy nose before you get LASIK. But anyways, so you lay down. They have you laying down for the LASIK. And you just kind of like in a chair laying down. Suction cups on your eyes. You know, like a normal occurrence. Essentially, you just look at these 2 lights. It's like a yellow and a green light. And you're just looking at the light. I'm looking at these yellow and the green lights. And the surgeon tells me, hey, look at the yellow and the green light. And I've been looking at it the whole time, but maybe I was like, hey, I'm looking a little below it, a little above it, to the side, whatever. So I'm looking at the yellow and the green light. He says, look at the yellow and the green light. I'm like, I'm looking at the yellow and the green light. He's like, are you really looking at it? I'm like, I'm looking at the yellow and the green light. He says, all right, I take your word for it. And I'm like, you just go, what? How do you not know if I'm looking at the yellow and the green light? Anyway, so he zaps one eye, zaps the other eye. Says, just lay there for a minute, bada bing. I get up. My eye, it's like super foggy right when I got up. But at the same time, I was like, yo, I can see way better. Like 20/20 with a little fog, that's pretty good for just getting shot in the eyes with some lasers. Anyway, after the surgery, they say like, you know, you got to close your eyes for like 4 hours. Just go home and take a nap. Just close your eyes for 4 hours because your eyes, you know, you just got shot with some lasers. You got to heal. That makes sense. This is when my eyes just started to feel like there was somebody behind my eyes trying to push my eyes out of my head. It was super painful. I did not expect it. I had no idea what to do. So basically, long story short, because I had a little clogged nose, a little sinus congestion, I felt some of the most painful pain I've ever felt for like 2 hours. And then it dawned on me, let me just blow my nose like a psychopath. Lord and behold, I'm just blowing my nose like crazy, and then the pressure starts to lower, decongest, because I'm blowing all this air that I guess is in my eyes, trying to push my eyes out of my head, and then I'm blowing that out through my nose. So that relieved the pain, and then once that relieved the pain, I fall asleep, wake up, got about 2 hours of sleep right there. Now my eyes are a little irritated, a little dry, but I can fucking see. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, so what they do is they have you put in some eye drops. Logically, like, you're gonna have to put in eye drops for like months, but it's way better than wearing glasses, let me tell you. And then I'm just like, yo, I'm chilling. Like, besides that, I just felt more pain than I've ever felt. I'm chilling. I think I watched The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary, and I'm just watching that. I'm like, yo, my eyes are like on point right now. That's section number 2. The during, and I guess you could consider that the after, but no, it's the same day. Now, after the LASIK, it's pretty straightforward. You just are putting in eye drops every like hour to 2 hours. And then after a month or two, kind of just feel whenever your eyes are dry. And it's pretty straightforward, man. Like, it was great. It was so worth it. Like the pain, I don't want to scare people, but like, the pain I felt was nowhere near as annoying as it was having to wear glasses and deal with my contacts all the time. Because I couldn't sleep in my contacts, so like I would have to take them out before I went to bed. Like I would just be sitting there like falling asleep, and I'm like, damn, I would love to fall asleep, but I gotta stand up and take my contacts out. I would gladly feel that level of pain again if it meant never having to wear contacts or glasses. But god damn, that shit was painful. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, you know, they have you go back later on to check up on you and just be like, you know, everything good. You're like, yeah, everything's good. They're like, great. And it was kind of weird because I tried to tell them about the eye pain. I was like, yo, you know, the surgery was great. Everything went to plan except for that. And they were like, oh, some people feel, don't worry about it. I was just like, don't worry about it. Like, you could have just told me to use some nasal spray. Like, I mean, come on, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're just people doing their jobs. Like, it is what it is. And that is what it was. Like, that's pretty much it. I can see now. That's the after effect. I'm kind of upset because I did spend like $1,000 on a nice pair of glasses like a year before. But, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Over time, I don't have to pay for contacts. I don't have to pay for contact solution. I don't have to pay for glasses. So, like, over time, that shit'll pay for itself. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? LASIK eye surgery, worth it. Some slight hiccups in the mix, but besides that, one of the best things I've ever done. I can see. It's beautiful. Yeah, man, go to the consultation, see if it's right for you. Even if you already have 20/20 vision. No, I'm just kidding. So anyways, that's pretty much my experience with LASIK. I would highly recommend it. I went through a company called LASIK Plus. They're a nationwide brand. Or a nationwide chain. And it's kind of cool because anytime, if you have any issues with your LASIK, they'll take care of you for life. Once you pay for your original LASIK, you'll never have to pay them anything again. If any issues happen, they'll always take care of you. Which I recommend going through like an established chain or a company, or, you know what I'm saying? Don't go into some random dude's basement who claims to be a LASIK surgeon, because he's probably just going to rob you and make you blind. So don't do that. That's pretty much it. Like and subscribe. Leave me some comments, because that's what YouTube people tell people to do. Let me know what you think. Or don't. That was it. That was episode 1 of the See-Thru review. Thank you for watching. I plan on putting more videos up. It's gonna be dope. So check it out. Stay tuned. That's not how I'm ending the video. Thanks for watching. Yeah, man. See y'all next time. Later. No, that was too awkward too. How the fuck am I gonna end this? I should have really thought about this. Yeah, I don't know. Thanks for watching. See y'all in the next video.